Hi, I'm 6'5" Mom, and welcome to 5 Minute Bible, where I do my very best to bring you biblical truths in 5 minutes or less. So today, the question is, was Jesus being mean? And this lines up with the series that I've been doing on reasons you might not be hearing God. But before we can even get to the reasons, we have to go through. This is kind of a difficult passage, so I'm going to read it verbatim. This is from Matthew 21 through 28. This story also comes up in Mark, so I might refer to that. Then Jesus left Galilee and went north to the region of Tyre and Sidon. A Gentile woman, some versions call her the Canaanite woman, some in Mark it's the Syrophoenician woman, who lived there, came to him pleading, "Have mercy on me, O Lord, Son of David, for my daughter is possessed by a demon that torments her severely." But Jesus gave her no reply, not a single word. Then his disciples urged him to send her away. "Tell her to go away," they said. "She is bothering us with all her begging." Then Jesus said to the woman, "I was sent only to help God's lost sheep, the people of Israel." But she came and worshipped him, pleading again, "Lord, help me." Jesus responded, "It isn't right to take food from the children and throw it to the dogs." She replied, "That's true, Lord, but even dogs are allowed to eat the scraps that fall beneath their master's table." "Dear woman," Jesus said to her, "your faith is great. Your request is granted." And her daughter was instantly healed. Boy, Jesus does sound like he's being really mean here. And when you're looking at a passage like this, it's important that you not just look at the passage, but you compare it to what the whole word has to say. And one thing the whole word says is that Jesus is without sin. So he's not being mean, he's not being racist. There must be something else happening in this passage. And what the commentary said and what I was thinking is that this is about persistence in prayer, which is another topic that comes up quite a bit in the New Testament. So that interpretation lines up with what we have seen in other places in the Word. So he is testing her, I think, to see how serious are you about this. So first he ignores her. She continues causing enough of a scene that the disciples are like, just get her done, get it done, get her out of here. But she persists. So then the Lord takes it one step further and he says, "I'm only to the Jews." Does she say, first of all, when he ignored her, did she go off in a huff and say, "Well, fine, don't answer me"? Or did she pout and go, "Well, I guess I didn't get an answer"? And when he says this is only for the Jews, does she go, "Oh, I'm not a Jew. I guess I cannot expect healing in a relationship with the Lord," and walk off? No, she doesn't. She presses in further. It says she worships him and calls him Lord. "Please help me." She recognizes his divine authority. It's clear she doesn't just think he's a miracle man. So Jesus pushes it a tiny bit further and he says, it's not right to give the food to the dogs. Now, the implication here is the house pet, but still, called her a dog. Does she go in a huff and say, "Who do you think I am? You calling me that?" Does she get angry? Does she throw down? Does she yell at him? No. She responds with humility and faith. She says, "No, it's true. I'm not a Jew. But can I can at least get the crumbs because you are God." And he says, "Dear woman, your faith is great." One of my commentaries said that this is the only time he's directly said to a person, "Your faith is great." He says it about the Roman centurion, but that's to the crowd. In this case, he looks at her and says, "Your faith is great." He was testing to her for her persistence. How far would she pursue him? And she pursues him while at the same time remaining humble, while at the same time recognizing his divinity, but also clinging to his cloak, as it were, like the woman with the issue of blood did. And her reward is being praised, a Gentile woman being praised for her faith in front of his disciples. And her second reward was the healing of her daughter. So if you're not hearing from God and you've been pursuing him on something, You might not be hearing because He's testing to see how serious you are, how far you will go. Have a blessed week.